Good evening and welcome. Thanks very much for tuning in to this special edition of the news on NDTV 24/7. I'm Padmaja Joshi. With me, my colleague Ankit Tyagi joining us from JP Path. Meanwhile, I'm joining you from Gaya, where you have the spiritual center, not just for Hindus. People come here to attain moksha, but this place is also extremely important for Jains, for Buddhists. It is their center of spirituality, center of their religion. But right now it has become the center of hectic political activity because of the 10 seats that are there here in this Gaya division. 7 are with the NDA currently, 3 are with the Mahagathbandhan, but the Mahagathbandhan will be giving it all that they've got. It's said commonly that whoever wins Gaya eventually wins Bihar as well, taken as a good omen. But today is also significant, and that's why we are coming to you from across the ground in Bihar, because the guns have fallen silent on the campaigning for phase 1 of the elections in Bihar. Phase 1, where 121 seats are going to be voting across 18 districts of Bihar, and these include the very important districts of Gopalganj, Siwan, Saran, Vaishali, Samastipur, Muzaffarpur, Darbhanga, Saharsa, Madhepura, Nalanda, Patna, Bhojpur and Buxar. If roundabout one had to categorize these different areas, one could see that this is the central Patna division which is voting, also the very important area of Mithilanchal, which is going to be critical for the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially this time around. Phase 1 is where the NDA has a lot at stake. So you would have seen very hectic campaigning both from the Mahagathbandhan and the NDA in phase 1. But before I tell you who all were on the campaign trail, what they said, let me quickly get Ankit in as well. Ankit, you've been on the ground over the last several weeks. If today at the end of campaigning for phase 1, I was to ask you 3 main issues on the minds of the voter and on the minds of the parties, what would they be?
Well, Padmaja, as you said, good evening to our viewers. Padmaja is in Gaya. I'm here in Patna, and this is also the area which is going to vote in the first phase. Darbhanga, where I was yesterday, saw hectic campaigning today. Yogi Adityanath, Amit Shah, and all the senior leaders of the BJP were on that side as well, because that is where, like Padmaja was saying, a lot is at stake as far as the NDA is concerned. Last time, in the Mithilanchal area, in Madhubani and Darbhanga, it was a clean sweep for the NDA. When you talk about Darbhanga, they won 9 out of 10 seats. In Madhubani as well, 8 out of 10. So that is, they have to defend that fort. And if the Mahagathbandhan has to do well, if they have any hopes of bettering what they were able to do, came very close to Tejasvi Yadav last time, but was not able to form the government. These are the areas where they will have to, in fact, break that stronghold of the NDA and the BJP. I'm standing where one of the important messages for the Election Commission has been put out. That's the symbol of the election this time, the mascot, the owl, and they are reminding people to go out and vote on the 6th and the 11th. But Padmaja, like you were saying, traveling across many areas, crisscrossing across many areas of Bihar, 3 things that people talk about. I'm not very sure whether they vote on those issues, because eventually everything boils down to the caste calculations. But yes, this time, as far as the youth is concerned, and they are a very important vote bank sector, a huge number of people between the age of 18 to age of 40, those who will be exercising their franchise, more than 1.5 crore voters in this age group, they are concerned in employment, in fact, opportunities, unemployment and palayan is something that you keep hearing from the people. And apart from that, I think the other important thing that I heard from people was the comparison of the law and order. There is still that factor among the older generation when it comes to the perceived Jungle Raj before 2005 and the Sushasan that they speak about Nitish Kumar. So, while we keep talking about various issues, these are at least the chatter on the ground. But somewhere specifically, when you move out of the urban sectors, Padmaja, you and I both know eventually it boils down who's coming from which caste, isn't it?
Well, yes, but I really want to pick on that one thing that you said. The youth seem to be very defensive about this entire caste narrative. Yes, maybe the people above the age of 25. But before we talk about perhaps a divide that could take place between the really young voters, the first-time voters, and those who are in the age bracket of 30 to 45. Let's listen in to what National President of the BJP, JP Nadda, told us just a while ago. What are the issues that his party thinks are going to be critical? Women, of course, tops that list. वैसे तो कोई भी चुनाव भारतीय जनता पार्टी एड़ी चोटी का जोर लगाती है, लेकिन इस बार का बिहार चुनाव खास तौर पर जिस तरीके की राजनीतिक आतिशबाजी देख रहा है, शायद ही कभी पहले देखा गया हो, क्योंकि पिछली बार 2020 में जिस तरीके की कांटे की लड़ाई हुई थी, क्या इस बार भी उस तरीके की ही बहुत ही करीबी लड़ाई देखी जाएगी? और इसका बेहतर जवाब और कौन दे सकता है? खुद भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा जी हमारे साथ हैं। गया में वो प्रचार कर रहे हैं। सर, ऐसा कहा जाता है गया निर्णायक सीट होती है, जो गया जीतता है वो राज्य जीतता है। तो क्या आज गया और बिहार भाजपा के साथ है?
गया भी हम जीत रहे हैं और हम बिहार में क्लियर कट एनडीए की सरकार नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में बना रहे हैं। I find clear cut wave in favor of the NDA candidates, and there is a wave for NDA. That is what I can see. So not only Gaya, but all the urban part and the rural part of India, of Bihar, all are going to vote for NDA.
हम यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं जिस तरीके से महिलाएं आई हैं सैकड़ों की तादाद में। आपने जो महिला रोजगार योजना की घोषणा की है, उसको ऑथराइज्ड ब्राइबरी यानी कि घूस बता रही है महागठबंधन। आज तेजस्वी यादव ने भी 30,000 रुपए मकर संक्रांति की घोषणा की है। बिहार की महिलाएं किसके साथ है और घूसखोरी के इल्जाम पे आप क्या कहें?
देखिए, वो लोग अपना मेंटल बैलेंस खो चुके हैं। उनको समझ में नहीं आता कि सशक्तिकरण और फ्री बीज में क्या अंतर है। जो नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में दिया गया है, जो महिला रोजगार योजना, वो योजना 2 लाख रुपए के साथ स्वरोजगार के साथ जोड़ने का है और उनको अपने पांव पर खड़ा होना, उनका सशक्तिकरण होना, ये उसका उद्देश्य है। इट्स नॉट अ फ्री बीज। और जो ये घूस की बात कर रहे हैं, तो आपने सुबेरे क्यों किया ये? आप क्यों आए इसमें? इसका मतलब कि आपके मानसिकता, आपका थॉट प्रोसेस, आपकी सोच वो घूस देने और ब्राइब देने की बात है। हम महिलाओं का सशक्तिकरण कर रहे हैं, सही मायनों में महिलाओं को मुख्य धारा में लाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। 1 करोड़ महिलाओं को हम लखपति दीदी बनाने का हम लोगों ने निर्णय किया। अब इसमें जो इकोनॉमिक प्रोग्राम होगा, वो इकोनॉमिक प्रोग्राम उनको सशक्तिकरण देगा, फ्री बीज नहीं बांटेगा। तो दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड। तो इसलिए अब तेजस्वी कम पढ़ा लिखा है, उसको संस्कार की समझदारी नहीं है, उसको जानकारी नहीं है। 2.5 करोड़ नौकरियां दे देंगे, मालूम नहीं 2.5 करोड़ नौकरियां देने में कितनी तनख्वाह लगती है। तो ऐसे अज्ञानी लोगों के बारे में मैं क्या जवाब दूं?
अब तो कांग्रेस भी किनारा कर रही है 2.5 करोड़ नौकरी की बात से। कांग्रेस भी किनारा कर रही है 2.5 करोड़ नौकरी की बात से। कांग्रेस भी किनारा कर रही है। कांग्रेस
के पुराने लोग हैं, उनको जानकारी है सरकार चलाने की, लेकिन फिर भी वो किनारा करे ना करे, ये जो जमावड़ा है, ये महागठबंधन, ये महाठगबंधन है, ये महाठगबंधन है और महालठबंधन है।
नड्डा जी, क्या मोदी जी के चेहरे पर वोट पड़ रहा है या नीतीश जी के चेहरे पर वोट पड़ रहा है?
ऐसा है, मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद है। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सारे देश में और बिहार में भी वोट पड़ता है और यहाँ नीतीश जी का अपना स्थान है। तो दोनों को ही लोग मुख्य धारा में विकास की ओर जो जाना है, उसमें लोगों को मालूम है कि मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद बिहार को मिलेगा। और हमारे नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में पिछले 20 साल में बिहार को हम विकास की पटरी पर लाए हैं, इसलिए हम उसको आगे ले जाएंगे।
राहुल जी तो लगातार नीतीश जी पर हमलावर है, कह रहे हैं जिस तरीके से रिमोट कंट्रोल से चैनल बदलते हैं वैसे नीतीश जी को रिमोट कंट्रोल से आप लोग बदल देंगे।
उनको ईर्ष्या हो रही है, उनके हाथ पद आता नहीं है, सीटें जीतते नहीं है, सीटें बर्बाद होती हैं उनकी, इसलिए उनको ईर्ष्या में इस तरीके की बातचीत कहने की आदत है।
किस मंत्र आप गया और बिहार की जनता को, आज आखिरी दिन है, क्या मंत्र देंगे, क्या संदेश देंगे?
एक ही संदेश देंगे, जंगल राज से हमने छुटकारा दिलाया है, इसको संभाल के रखो और विकास की गति चल रही है। बिहार को स्थिरता चाहिए, नीतीश जी के नेतृत्व में विकास हुआ है, मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद मिला है, बिहार तीव्र गति से आगे बढ़ रहा है। इस बढ़ने में आप अपना योगदान करें और स्थिर सरकार नीतीश जी के नेतृत्व में लेके आए।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, मेनी थैंक्स। एंड this really is the message at a very frantic activity happening on the last day of campaigning of phase 1 with video journalist Ashok Mahale in Gaya, Padmaja Joshi for NDTV Network. In the midst of all this, the Election Commission is clear that they will not tolerate misdemeanor of any kind, whether it be from the ruling alliance or from the opposition. Earlier, Gyanesh Kumar, the Chief Election Commissioner, had also said that we are applying the law even-handedly to everyone. Violence of any kind will not be tolerated. He, of course, was referring to the death of or the murder of one person on the 30th of October in the course of campaigning in Mokama, and fresh trouble for the JDU today, as well as the Election Commission filed an FIR in Patna against Union Minister Rajiv Ranjan Singh, who is commonly known as Lallan Singh. Rajiv Ranjan Singh, remember, over the last 2 days, yesterday and today, has been campaigning in Mokama for Anand Singh, who was arrested for the murder or accused of the murder of Dular Chand Yadav in Mokama. Rajiv Ranjan Singh, yesterday while speaking to NDTV, had said that I have decided to take the reins of this entire campaign in my own hand, because ultimately the innocence or the guilt of a person will be decided by court. I think this entire thing is a conspiracy. But the FIR is for a related matter. Why? Because while Rajiv Ranjan Singh was in Mokama, he was seen in a video that was put out by the Rashtriya Janata Dal. He was seen in a video saying that our opponents should not be allowed to venture out on the day of polling. Here is in fact what he said. He said there are some leaders here, don't let them go out on election day, keep them locked at home, tie their hands and feet if needed, and tell them to vote with us while staying at home. After the complaint was lodged by RJD, the Election Commission has acted. However, the JDU still maintains that this video is tampered with. Listen.
एक आगो नेता है तो चुनाव के दिन उनका घर से निकले मत ही हो, उनका घरे में पैक कर दी। आप बहुत अगर हाथ तोड़ जोड़तो तो कहियो कि तू चला हमनी के साथ अपन वोट गिरावा और आके घर में
ये हार की बौखलाहट है, और ये जो गर्मी दिखा रहे हैं वो प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री की नज़र में चढ़ने के लिए इस प्रकार के बयान दे रहे हैं। खुद वो लोकसभा चुनाव में जिस क्षेत्र में वो घूम रहे हैं, जिस स्वतंत्रता सेनानी के लिए घूम रहे हैं, वहाँ से उनकी हार हुई है। केंद्र में बैठे मंत्री धमका रहे हैं उस क्षेत्र में जहाँ जिस क्षेत्र में एक हत्या की जदयू के प्रत्याशी ने, उसके बावजूद भी उस क्षेत्र में जाके कह रहे हैं कि अमुक अमुक दबे कुचले वंचित लोगों को आपको बाहर नहीं निकलने देना है। अगर कोई हाथ पैर पड़े तो फिर उसको अपने साथ ले जाके वोट डलवाना है। डलवाना मतलब छपवाना है।
केंद्रीय मंत्री माननीय ललन सिंह जो उस निर्वाचन क्षेत्र के माननीय सांसद हैं और उन्होंने उम्मीदवार बनाया है अनंत सिंह को, तो अनंत सिंह पर कानून के तहत कार्रवाई हुई, कोई बचाव नहीं हुआ। तो उन्होंने जो मंतव्य दिया है उसको तोड़ मरोड़ करके यह कहा है उन्होंने कि एक नेता नाम नहीं लिया। तब राष्ट्रीय जनता दल ऐसे सवाल पर बात का बतंगड़ बना रहा है।
Let me go across to Raman Rai on this. He's been issued a notice, a reply has been sought from him, and an FIR has been registered. But will any action be taken? Can any action be taken against the Union Minister, Raman?
No, till now, no, not any kind of action has been taken. Only an FIR is filed against the Lalan Singh by the Patna police, and under the section 174, section 223, section 352, under the BNS Act, and under the RP Act 123. These are the sections which had been put on the Union Minister Lalan Singh over his remarks in Mokama while he was campaigning for the Bahubali Anand Singh. And Lalan Singh also, the RJD also posted Lalan Singh video on their X handle, and after that Election Commission also taken the cognizance against the Lalan Singh, and then after the Patna police and the Patna district administration also filed an FIR against Lalan Singh, and we have to wait and watch what Lalan Singh will reply on this, because today Lalan Singh was not reacted on the allegations made on him by the RJD, because in that video it was clearly seen that Lalan Singh said that don't allow such people to come out and go and allow them for the vote, and that's why RJD is hitting back on Lalan Singh. All the leaders from the opposition side is attacks on Lalan Singh over his remarks in Mokama, that opposition is saying that Lalan Singh is doing the kind of word is threatening, and in the proper review, the district administrator found that this video is quite right, and there was a fault of Lalan Singh. That's why district administration and Patna police filed an FIR against the Union Minister Lalan Singh over his remarks in Mokama.
All right, we'll wait to see if any action is taken. Over the last several days, there is alcohol, there is cash worth crores which has already been caught by the Election Commission. They are saying that the rule of law will be applied even-handedly. Nobody will be allowed to take liberties with it. But serious allegation against the Union Minister, and somebody who's believed to be extremely close to the Chief Minister himself, JDU leader, Member of Parliament from Munger, Lalan Singh. Meanwhile, the one issue that is going to be on top of everyone's mind in this election: who will the women voters of this state choose? Why is this important? Because men and women are almost evenly placed in terms of population in this state. However, in terms of turnout, over the last three elections, 2010, 2015 and especially 2020, women outdo men in terms of voter turnout. And yet, here is a bit of irony. Sure, we will talk about the schemes. Both the RJD, for example, today morning, Tejasvi Yadav held a special press conference where he said that we are going to give 30,000 rupees to women that we have promised as a part of the Ma Behan Yojana on Makar Sankranti, the 14th of January itself. The BJP has already put 10,000 rupees in the accounts of women and has said that we will give the next kish very soon. And if women set up a viable business, they may stand to get as much as 2 lakh rupees. That being said, here's an important piece of information. Take a look at this data. Despite the fact that women continue to be very important voter bloc for all parties, do you know that the number of women candidates has gone down consistently election after election? In this election, you've got the lowest number of women candidates in 15 years. You've got 2,357 men fighting this election, but only 258 female candidates. What is even worse, that even though women are coming out to vote, guess what? They aren't voting for women. Even the female candidates who are fielded by parties, their winnability has gone down election after election. That is something for everyone to chew on. That being said, women remain a core voter constituency, and here is what Smriti Irani told us about why they are so important for the NDA.
The question that needs to be poised is, why is it that there's absolutely no conversation about the fact that why were 6 crore people in Bihar never having access to a bank facility? which happened only when Prime Minister Modi took office, and Jan Dhan Yojana ensured that 6 crore new accounts were opened, of which 3.5 crores were that of women. Why is it that 76 lakh farmers in Bihar never had support from government when the Congress had power at the center, which they now find with Prime Minister Modi under the Kisan Samman Nidhi, which will then be raised up to 9,000 rupees per year? Why is it that 32 lakh women in Bihar who have now during their pregnancy and as they feed their young child receive support cash transfers under the Matra Vandana Yojana from the Prime Minister, which never happened when the Mahathagbandan had power at the center? So because they don't want these conversations to happen, they will foist upon people like you such conversations or such deliberations. But let's look at the figures and facts and debate. How is it that they are not available for such debates?
In the meantime, the Prime Minister also launched an attack on the Jungle Raj image of the Mahagathbandhan. He said in a rally that he held yesterday that now people who have become synonymous with the Jungle Raj era, the time when the Lalu Rabdi government was in power, the pre-2005 era, they seem to have gone missing from all posters. What he was hinting at is that there is an attempt to try and correct their image by the Mahagathbandhan, but is it really working? And even if it is, well, the NDA is trying its damnedest by again and again referring to what had happened before the last 20 years that the Nitish government came into power. Repeatedly, the Prime Minister himself has said that the elders in a family should tell their grandchildren about how bad things were, especially for women. For now, let's listen in to what the Prime Minister said about that poster and how Jungle Raj, there's an attempt to obliterate its memory.
आप आरजेडी कांग्रेस के जरा पोस्टरों को देखिए, जो सालों साल तक यहां मुख्यमंत्री रहे, जो बिहार में जंगल राज लाए, उनकी तस्वीरें पोस्टरों में या तो गायब है या तो एक कोने में छोटी सी तस्वीर रखी है, दूरबीन से भी दिखती नहीं है। अब मुझे बताइए भाई, जो इतने बड़े उनके लिए नेता थे, जिनके परिवार के सारे लोग चुनाव के मैदान में हैं, और फिर ये छुपा छुपाई क्यों हो रही है? अरे अपने पिता का नाम बोलने में, छुपाने में शर्म क्यों आ रही है? वो कौन सा पाप है जिसको आरजेडी वालों को बिहार के नौजवानों से छुपाना पड़ रहा है?
नरेंद्र मोदी जी, 14 करोड़ बिहार वासियों के बारे में आप बात कीजिए, इस पे बात कीजिए कि हमारा बिहार नंबर 1 कब बनेगा, कैसे बनेगा। बेकार की बातें क्यों करते हैं भाई? लालू जी ने जो काम किया है, सामाजिक न्याय किया है, रेलवे का मुनाफा किया है, मोदी जी 7 जन्म में भी नहीं कर सकते।
कहाँ उनका फोटो नहीं लगा है? राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी का फोटो कहाँ नहीं मिला उनको? प्रधानमंत्री आए हैं बिहार चुनाव में कि लालू जी का फोटो खोजने आए हैं। लालू जी का अभी तक दिमाग से उन लोग के अंदर से जो फोबिया है ना, जो डर है, जो भय अभी तक एनडीए गठबंधन और प्रधानमंत्री से लेके सभी नेताओं के दिल से निकला नहीं है। देखिए, दुर्भाग्य नहीं है, इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं नौजवानों को कट्टी की बात करते हैं, एक तरफ तेजस्वी रोजगार दे रहे हैं, और इस देश का दुर्भाग्य देखिए कि कैसा प्रधानमंत्री मिला है।
यहाँ पर एक रैली हो गई, रोड शो हाँ
जी जी
हो गए। मैं बहुत से फोटो उनके देखा तो ऐसे मजबूत फोटो लगाए हैं, पूरे कटआउट के टाइप। नीतीश का नहीं देखा उनके साथ। और जब वो रैली में भी नीतीश साहब कहाँ थे, नहीं दिखे। ये को गायब भी कर दिए, यहां तक गायब कर दिए कि उनको चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाने का नाम भी नहीं लेते।
Ankit, there's news just coming in. Rahul Gandhi has invoked the Agniveer scheme during his rally in Kutumb Assembly constituency in Aurangabad. He said that instead of jobs being evenly distributed, right now it's only 10% of the population. Of course, again referring to presumably the upper caste, because he always says that it's the 80% backwards Dalits, tribals who remain largely unrepresented, and it's only the majority, the upper caste, the upper class who control every job. And he referred to that disparity again, or that alleged disparity, while talking about the Agniveer scheme. Now, why this is important is not lost on anyone, or why he thinks this could strike a chord is because a large number of youth from Bihar, from Jharkhand also vie for a job in the armed forces. Listen in.
500 सबसे बड़ी कंपनी के आप लिस्ट में आए और इसमें पिछड़ा अति पिछड़ा दलित महादलित अल्पसंख्यक आदिवासी को ढूंढ के निकालें आपको कोई मिले आपको एक नहीं मिलेगा सारे के सारे 10% आबादी में से आते हैं सारा बैंक का धन उनको जाता है सारी नौकरियां उनको जाती है ब्यूरोक्रेसी में उनको जगह मिलती है आप मिशन देखिए वहां भी उनको सब मिलता है सेना में उनका कंट्रोल और 90% आपको जो आबादी है वो आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगी
It's a breaking. A number of issues side by side, very emotive. One, of course, is the issue of unemployment, and it's in the same vein that Rahul Gandhi brought up the issue of Agniveer and every caste not finding equal representation there. Then, of course, there's the emotive issue of Chhath. Earlier, when Rahul Gandhi had referred to the Prime Minister, or rather alleged that there was a separate area cordoned off and created for the Prime Minister in the Yamuna in Delhi ahead of the Chhath Parv, or the final day when a snan is done, when a dip is taken in the Yamuna. Today, Yogi Adityanath also brought that up and again tried to drive home the point that Rahul Gandhi insulted the entire festival because he is ignorant of the cultural sensitivities.
ये कांग्रेस के लोग जैसे राम मंदिर के बारे में प्रश्न खड़ा करते थे, भगवान राम के बारे में प्रश्न खड़ा करते थे, ऐसे ही छठ मैया के बारे में भी कांग्रेस के युवराज आज प्रश्न खड़ा कर रहे हैं। बहन और भाइयों, ये कांग्रेस और इंडी गठबंधन के लोग ये किसी के नहीं हुए, ये किसी के नहीं हुए। ये धोखा देते हैं, अराजकता पैदा करते हैं, गुंडों और बदमाशों को, अपराधियों को प्रश्रय देते हैं।
फिर अभी पूरा ड्रामा कर रहे थे छठ पूजा का, पूरे देश को बताया मैं यमुना में जाके स्नान करूंगा, नहाऊंगा। आपने देखा वहां पे पीछे से पाइप लगा रखा था, साफ पानी नरेंद्र मोदी के नहाने के लिए लगाया गया था। देखा ना आपने, प्रधानमंत्री को नहाना है तो साफ पानी लाएंगे, यमुना के गंध में नरेंद्र मोदी जी नहीं जाएंगे, आम जनता जाएगी। वो पानी उनको पीना पड़ेगा, मर जाए तब भी पीना पड़ेगा, मगर नरेंद्र मोदी के लिए स्पेशल तालाब बनाया जाएगा और फिर वो बिहार के लिए ड्रामा करेगा, आएगा उसमें नहाएगा। हमारे मीडिया के जो मित्र हैं पाइप नहीं दिखाएंगे, वो गलती से किसी ने पाइप दिखा दिया, नरेंद्र मोदी कहते मैं नहीं नहाऊं।
All right, so for these 121 seats, we have seen a whole host of issues being brought up on the campaign trail, whether it's the very practical issue of unemployment, of jobs, of employment being created, or the personal emotive issue of cultural sensitivities being hurt, the issue of national pride and Operation Sindoor. Which one ultimately strikes a chord with the voters? We won't have very long to find out, because it's November 14 with NDTV. I will see you on Results Day live as well. Quick break, back on the other side.